Hi friends, welcome back to Nearly Sane Games. I'm Neil, and today I thought we'd open up some of my Black Friday sale pickups. I got all these from MinMax Games, and they were 20% off of what they normally were. They also sent me some My Little Pony sleeves and a sweeping blow that's LSS stamped. I'm not exactly sure what that's about, but yeah, there it is in a My Little Pony sleeve. Um, yeah, but picked up a box of Dynasty. Need some more of that. Don't quite have enough of that. Picked up Uprising, one of my favorite booster boxes to open, and a first edition Monarch. I do enjoy opening these. This was, again, the first set that I really got into Flesh and Blood with. I had picked up Arcane Rising and WTR, but Monarch was the first set I was in Flesh and Blood for the release. So that kind of is a special has a special place in my heart. So I think we're just going to go in reverse order here, and we're going to start with a box of Dynasty. I have had, I would say, not the greatest luck with Dynasty so far. I've already opened a case of it. Maybe I have those videos out by now. Maybe I don't. I don't know. But I got Bolton's Legendary and no Marvels, which makes it much less fun to open than Uprising. I do like having all the Marvels to open in Uprising, but yeah, let's see how we do with this box. Cut to the chase for our Assassin, Puncture in our foil, Precision Press, and a BIOS update for our first Majestic. Yeah, I think Dynasty is kind of a tough set to open. Uh, I really like having. Ooh, there's a Hornet Stink. This is already our cold foil. All right, yeah, a little shiny there. Um, and I think it's a tough set. I think that having so many different classes in here makes it difficult to get the Majestics that you want. Adding a new class with the Assassin is kind of neat because you can get some neat Assassin cards in there. There's a Spectral Prowler for our foil, a Drill Shot, and a Cleave. But getting the cards that you're actually looking for, you're just better off to buy singles. Um, I really praised Uprising for having just a great number of Marvels to get. They are always fun cards to open, I think. And here's a rare foil, Scramble Pulse. And yeah, with all those Marvels to open, with them being like usually one in every two boxes, you end up opening a lot of Marvels. And even though the lower rarity dragons uh, are not as valuable, I do find I do think it's always fun to open a Marvel. They also have the extended art cards that are not as common, so fun to open as well. I feel like every box of Uprising has a really good chance of opening something different and fun, and that's why I like to open it. This one, they've really reduced the number of Marvels. It's a lot harder to open a Marvel. I opened a case of this so far, and have not gotten a Marvel. So, I it's fine, but I really enjoy the experience. I think it makes it more fun to open those cases, open those boxes, with the chance, with a better chance of getting them. I know the Marvels are holding pretty good value now. There's more Shred. And a Shield Bash foil, Blessing of Savagery, and a Never Yield Majestic. Yeah, it's just Dynasty's not as much fun for me to open. I'm not going to open multiple cases. I'm just going to stick with my one case and see what I get. Maybe an extra box here or there, but it's a little disappointing after coming off of the highs of Uprising. So I know people. Oh, hey, there we go. There is a Marvel. This is the first Marvel I've opened. Cool. Very cool. Cool to have. But yeah, very, very rare. And it, these cards are what I think make the openings fun. And I'm okay with them being worth a little bit less. If they're sitting around 20 bucks, I'm okay with that. Foil spider's bite. It's kind of neat. Madcap Muscle. Yeah, I would rather have them be a little bit more common and just have the box opening experience more interesting. I got that Bolton Legendary, and that's probably around 20 bucks now. Which doesn't make for a great Legendary opening experience. I'm not sure that the card is exactly what Bolton needed, but we'll see. I've been thinking about making a new Bolton deck here. Maybe we can make something work out of that. The thing I don't like about that Legendary is that you get to put it into play for free, which is nice, but the problem with that is that Bolton really wants to have cards in his soul. There's a Diabolical Ultimatum. So when that doesn't go to soul, you don't get the benefits of having another card in soul. So it's a little weird. Slay the Scholars as Shield Wall in the foil. There's a Hornet Sting regular. Also, I guess the Assassin Majestics are a little bit hard to pull. Which we've got a few of them, but yeah, it's interesting having two slots that are kind of... we've got our commons, and then we have two potential assassin slots, which is a little weird. Speaking of the assassin, I still don't have the adult assassin because he's a majestic. And that's a little frustrating as well. As a matter of fact, there's Roar of the Tiger. I don't have any of the majestic heroes. I guess they're not worth that much, and they should be a pretty cheap pickup. It's just a little frustrating not to get them in the case that I purchased. I guess when I open Dynasty, I just kind of whine a little bit. Probably not the best look for me. Well, maybe there's something still cool. There's an Imperial Edict. That's pretty cool. I don't have any of those yet. That's a fun one. And Dust from the Red Desert. I don't even know if I have any of these. I have some of the Dust, but I don't know if it's this one that I have or the other one. I don't think that's what was needed. All right, double Majestic pack. That's pretty good. Yeah, I just don't think that's what our Draconic Illusionist was missing, you know? Sack the Shifty. Blessing of Savagery in foil. A lot of rare foils. And I guess we got our Dust from the Red Desert as our majestic foil. Let's see what else we got here. Down to the last few packs. I think we're down to 4 packs here. And we've got... Oh, hey! Man! This is a good box. Black Tech Whispers. Got our legendary assassin equipment. And a full art Looming Doom. You know, I sit here and I complain about this box, and then it just gives me a bunch of gifts. That's on me. Maybe you should complain at your boxes more often. Wow. Well, all right. This has been a very good box, and I really need to stop complaining at all about it. Here's an urgent delivery, and oh my God, a double legendary box. Now, here's the problem. I think that what my problem has been is that we've had boxes like this that have been soaking up all the value, and then I get the other boxes that don't. But holy moly, is this a good box. All right. I need to stop talking because, wow, is this... I have never opened a double legendary box. That is absurd. I guess Merry Christmas to me. This was kind of my Christmas gift to myself, was making this purchase. And, wow. This is, let's just call it what it is, a little bit stupid. Yeah, look at that. Oh my God. 1 box for all that. Incredible. All right, let's clean this up and get to Uprising. Well, with that absolute ridiculousness out of the way, let's get to one of my favorite sets to open. I know people like the supplemental sets. They like getting a little bit from each hero, but I really just prefer the focus of a regular box. And yeah, getting the distribution of rares, and oh, there's this foil sigil permafrost. I love the way the foiling makes those ice crystals sparkle. That is fantastic. And yeah, I just really like the man, right away pulling a Marvel Dragon for us. This is probably the cheapest of the Marvel Dragons, but I think all the dragons are really amazing. I do love these. Well, that's yeah. All right, well, that's what we're up against. And this is why I really like opening Uprising. Even though that dragon is... Well, there's a majestic double strike. Even though that dragon is probably the worst of the dragons, it's still a ton of fun to open. Look at that. Double Phoenix Flame. And I think it just gives it, you know, something extra when you're opening these. It makes it a lot of fun. There's Transmogrify, Engulfing Flame Wave, and Brother in Arms. Yeah, and so I feel like every box of this, or almost every box of this, there's certainly had some that are not as good. But just about every one of these has something a little special. Even the extra token marvels, I think those are fun to open. Yeah, get a Phoenix up. There's a Vipox. There's our Assassin. And having those things to find amongst these is just... It just makes the experience overall a lot of fun. All right. These are Red Hot and a brand with Cinderclaw. I would really like to get one of those Marvel Icelanders. I know they're really rare, but really cool. I also would like to open another Fable at some point. I know, I'm being greedy. I've only opened one. The prospect of it is just a lot of fun. I like a super rare, not necessarily playable card, not necessary card, but a cool chase to have. The Fable in this set has dropped down to very low numbers. If you were considering getting a Blooded Drakai, and you would be happy with the rainbow foil. There's a cold foil quelling slippers. Oh no, this is a regular foil. Just a regular foil. I like foil equipment though. Very nice for commoner decks is what I like those for. If you're looking for just getting the regular rainbow foil Fable, it's pretty cheap right now. And I think it's under 50 bucks, which seems like a steal for that rarity of a card. Oh, and there's a combustion point. I don't think I have many of those, despite the many boxes of this I've opened. I think this might be my 8th box of Uprising. I'm telling you, I just like to open up the set. It's a lot of fun to crack. You get all those fun dragons in there, and maybe find some other little surprises. The full arts, yeah, just a great set to open. And there's a Frost Hex. I'll probably also be making some of the starter decks to bring to my LGS and hand those out for free to newer players, just to get other people involved and get rid of some of my bulk. I have, I'm sure, enough rares and commons to build whatever I want and still give away most of them to build these new decks. There's an encase and a foil red trade-in. Haven't seen trade-in played anywhere. Interesting card. Here's basically a sink below with an attack. I still wonder if there are going to be some combo decks that are going to want those, to use those heavily. There's a Soaring Strike with a pretty cool foiling on it. That's cool blast. I really do love the foiling that they do on Flesh and Blood. I think it's some of the coolest in card games that I play. I mostly just play Flesh and Blood, and I played some Magic a while ago. But their spot foiling, I don't know, it's really cool. Alright, down to a few packs left. There's 5 packs left. Alright. Rapid Reflex, Strategic Planning, and Aether Hail. Love me some Wizard Icelander cards. Aether Hail is such a good card in Icelander. It's nice to have another foil. Be foiling out my commoner decks, because, man, Icelander and commoner, still a beast. Slows down those. Oh, there's a cold foil. Cold foil quelling sleeves. Man, the foilings. There we go. Yeah, Icelander and commoner is brutal. If you've not checked out some of those videos and you're interested in playing commoner, I strongly recommend checking those out. Alright, 2 packs left. A little light on the Majestics, I feel. Maybe we can get another Majestic or two in here. Yep, speaking of that, there's a Thaw. All right. Brand with Cinderclaw. Last pack. Get a Majestic out of here. Yes, we do. Burn them all. Oh, and look at that. A Phoenix, foil Phoenix form extended art. See? All kinds of little doodads that you get in here that just make things fun. All right, so that was Uprising. That we did okay with that. Yeah, so 7 Majestics. Not bad. And then our Marvel and our Phoenix form. Very cool. All right, let's clean this up and we'll get on to Monarch. All right, here we go with some first edition Monarch. Like I said, Monarch was the first set I got to be excited about for the release. I bought a few boxes of first edition. This is the first set I was able to get. A couple of boxes of first edition. They were expensive. I think I managed to get 3 boxes of first edition for not too much money. And yeah, I still have, it's the only set I still have 1 box sealed. I believe everything's at the back here. There's a Gravel and Growl. Oh yeah, Halo. And we start off with a Sonata Arcanics. Some of the best artwork in the set. The set has fantastic artwork. I really love the artwork in this set. Value has, of course, dropped to almost nothing. You can pick these up for 80 bucks, 70 bucks, I don't know. Pretty cheap for a box. But I still find them fun to open just because of my experience with them. I do like Levia still. Mansand's channel, if you have not watched him, had some great videos on it. I think he's moved on from Levia for a little while. But she's a fun deck to pilot. If you've not tried her, you have the cards for her. I really recommend giving her a shot. It's very interesting, you know, gambling with your life, basically. That's a double Howl from Beyond. Just a real cool mechanic to play around with. And of course we had Chain, which we needed to ban a bunch of things for. And he's now Living Legend. There's a foil Minnowism. Captain's Call, a great card. And then Bolton. Poor Bolton. I really think that there's still a deck out there that needs to be made with Bolton that can do some good things. I think Bolton with the library is an interesting concept. I'm just trying to figure out what I would spend my extra resources on and what I want to do with that. Same thing with the Vestige. If I use that with Bolton, what am I spending my resources on? And still looking for that. Maybe someday I'll find it. Maybe a yellow Bolton could potentially be viable. I love the original art Blood Tribute too. Very cool. Phantasmify, foil rare. And there's a Raiden for us. Speaking of Sir Bolton. I do like Raiden. I'm wondering if we could do a weapon-based build, possibly with Raiden, and just work on pumping up the sword and having more of a Dorinthia style setup with a little bit of charging. Ooh, look at that. I haven't seen that in a long time. I don't have one of these. This is very cool. The Extended Art Lumia Ascension. Very nice. That's a big hit for me. I do like that. And I do like the Ironhide. Oh, double majestic with an invert existence. Here, we'll put the Lumia Ascension over here because it needs a special little place. I do like actually having more Ironhide armor as well. I've been using a lot of it for my decks that I've been giving away. Oh, there's a Tremor. And so I need more of them. I kind of was building decks, and armor seemed to be really the biggest limiting factor, because every deck needs armor, and you know, these packs only give you one per pack, and that makes it can make it difficult. I still have made quite a few decks out of my bulk. And if you're interested in growing the game, I would suggest you do the same. I think is it Decks and Drafts that made those guides to building decks out of your commons. Build those, give them to your local game store so that they can give them away for free, and really work on expanding the game. All right, we need some more Majestics here. And we're still on the lookout for that cold foil. Here we go with foil Dread Screamer. Do you like my... oh, there's... We're going to have swords for days here. I do like having my foil Levia. I need to go back to making a Levia commoner deck. I haven't played with her for a while. And there's a foil Majestic Guardian of the Shadow Beast. It's kind of cool how it glistens there. Ironhide Gauntlet, Dust Path, and Prismatic Shield. Did not get to play with Prism very long before she living legend, but I did like her what I did play. Here's an Ode to Wrath and a Soul Food Majestic. Not my favorite Majestic. Although I do have a lot of those for some reason. Probably because it's not my favorite, so I'm naturally drawn to it. Void Wraith, Vexing Malice is a rare foil, some legs, and a yellow Captain's Call. Alright, what are we down to? 6 packs left? Let's see where we get with this. There's an Express Lightning, Ironhide Legs, Endless Maw, and Writhing Beast Hulk. Did the Lumia Ascension take the place of my cold foil? Maybe. We shall see. I did not get that's my first extended art from the set, so I don't know. It's the first I've opened. Still, a few more Majestics would be pretty good. Yinti Yanti. This is really hard to see foiling on that. Oh, there's a V of the Vanguard and some Seeping Shadows. 3 packs left. Well, I'd like to thank all of you for hanging out with me on this opening. And there's our cold foil. A beautiful Blood Drop Brocade. In a shiny dress. Pretty cool. Ironhide Gauntlet, Prismatic Shield, and Endless Maw. 2 packs left. Let's see if we can maybe find a another Majestic or 2 in here. What have we got? Here's a foil Take Flight. I'll take it. Ironhide Helm, Outmuscle, and a Herald of Triumph. Alright, last pack. Can we get something fun in here? Stony Wootenhog, Talisman, a Pulping, and Outmuscle and Captain's Call. Alright, well, this has not been necessarily the best box. 6 Majestics, that seems a little light. I guess 7 with the Lumia Ascension. And a Blood Drop Brocade is our cold foil. I'll take it though. Like I said, I don't have one of these, and that's pretty cool to have. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Um, Hopefully we'll have some more content maybe in the new year, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks for stopping by Nearly Sane Games.